Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and I'm here to talk about Supernatural episode 1313 titled Devil's Bargain, which premiered Thursday, February 8th, 2018 on the CW. I'm recording exact same day, February 8th. It's roughly 2 hours since the episode has aired, and I seriously, guys, one thing I hate about Supernatural now airing at 8 o'clock is now that right after the episode, I can't do an immediate recording on my reactions because Arrow airs right afterwards. So I usually have to wait an hour at least before I can get these out. Boy, that cliffhanger, guys, I got to talk about it. So first off, huge spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the episode, please go do so first. You will not regret it whatsoever. They knew how to end it. I mean, seriously, go watch it first, then come back to see what I have to say about the episode. Otherwise, my other video reminders are up on screen. Take a moment to remind yourselves of those. Sorry, I'm going to try to do this in 10 minutes, so let's start the clock, and let's get started with what happened in this episode. So timeline-wise, I'm pretty sure it's happening, I guess you could say where 312 or 1312 left off, and that is the fact that end of the episode had Castiel and Lucifer kind of stabbing each other. The episode for this one starts off with Castiel wandering around in the woods. I'm assuming it's not that long ago since that standoff between them, since we get flashbacks of that encounter from Castiel before he collapses from the wounds. So I'm assuming it's within a few hours of when it all happened. But there's that. But the episode reminder, I picked up pretty much it was the hunt for Lucifer. Everyone was trying to find him before he recharged his grace. So there's that. So the breakdown for storylines that picked up in the episode was I thought there was three of them. First one being Lucifer regaining his power, or trying to at least. Second one, searching for Lucifer. And the third one being Donatello, the prophet, coming back to work on the demon tablet that Sam and Dean still have. Sorry, because they also pointed out the fact that their world doesn't have the angel tablet anymore. So there's that. So with the first storyline, with Lucifer gaining his power back, we meet Sister Jo, who turned out to be an angel by the name of Anil, and she was played by Danielle Ackles. So there's that. Also with that, we see a deal forming between the two of them. I won't get into it because you would see the episode. But then that leads the two of them going to the park which holds the gates to heaven and trying to make a deal with heaven. And Lucifer pretty much claims that he could create angels, which is what they're trying to do since they're so low in numbers. And he claims that he could restore their wings since, they all got clipped. So it looks like he's back in the throne in heaven, back in power and all that. So there's that. Second storyline for searching for Lucifer, we have Sam Dean reuniting with Castiel and being updated on the whole apocalypse world, with Michael wanting to come over and invade, and the fact that Lucifer is back in their world. So now they're trying to hunt him down so they can use his grace to reopen the rift again, to get Mom and Jack back over. And while doing this, though, Asmodeus comes back and charges the task of hunting and killing Lucifer to Ketch. So we see Ketch running into Team Free Will, as you know, and stuff happens. With the third storyline, at the very beginning of the episode, we get Sam bringing in Donatello the prophet so that he could work on the demon tablet to try to find. They figured there had to be something on the tablet that could open up the rift if it had shown in the angel tablet that they were told by Castiel that he learned from Lucifer, and how Kevin Tran from over there had opened up the rift by using his grace. So they're hoping that Donatello could use what they have to find out the same thing. Unfortunately, Asmodeus, with his shape-shifting abilities, manages to get his hands on Donatello and put in like this order to make him like a mole. So whatever he finds out, he's supposed to report back to him while not being aware that he's doing it. I guess a sleeper cell, if you will. I don't know. But there's that. But the last scene of the episode, guys, this is what has me so excited. The last scene of the episode was Asmodeus revealing to Ketch that not only did he find the lost Archangel Blade, the only weapon capable of killing an Archangel, and we find out that the only person who could wield it successfully is an Archangel himself. And with that said, Asmodeus revealed that he has Gabriel as his prisoner. That's right, he has the Archangel Gabriel locked up in a cell, all dirtied and haggard, and with his mouth sewn shut, which I gotta believe is torture because the guy loves to talk. And it's just like, oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing just from the sheer joy of having Gabriel back. I mean, that's fantastic. And then I was like, oh crap, we're on a huge 2-week cliffhanger here. But as you know, the last time we know of Gabriel was when God came back to deal with the darkness and saying that he didn't have enough time to reassemble Gabriel so they can use him to take down the darkness. 2 years later, and we now have him back. I'm loving it. So there's that. Moving on to tidbits, though. We did learn a little bit about what it's like for angels when they start to feel human, and that's with their grace. We learned that through Sister Joe and just her description of it, which I'll go into later. Also, we have Sister Joe name-dropping Michael, Raphael, and Naomi, even though she was considered, before the fall of heaven, a lower level angel. Kind of like what's that word? I want to say it's another word for replaceable. I'll probably put it up screen. Anyways, end tally though, the only real death that we truly saw was done by Lucifer when he killed Cupid. He killed Cupid to gain his grace as like a temporary recharge. So there's that. So moving on to most shocking moments of the episode. Well, initially I thought the most shocking thing would be the fact that Sister Joe wasn't a faith healer. She was actually an angel. So I thought that was going to be my most surprising, shocking moment until the very last scene where it was revealed that Asmodeus has Gabriel as his prisoner. I mean, hello. It also has me wondering if Asmodeus had Gabriel as his prisoner. I'm wondering if Castiel or Lucifer ever felt his presence within the same vicinities. I'm assuming they were in the same vicinities, but you never know. But anyways, that was my most shocking moment. It just have it in all caps on my screen. It's like, this is it. So there's that. But moving on to top 3 favorite moments, I have to say I wasn't expecting it, but a favorite of mine has to be between Sister Joe and Lucifer, and it's pretty much they're seen together in the motel. They're both lying down on the bed, and it was just after he had his recent feeding on her grace, which was part of their deal. And she was just sharing with him not only what it felt moments before her grace is truly drained, like kind of like having the grace drained from her to the point just before she turns human, and then just sharing like what that felt like as her grace slowly leaves her. She slowly starts to feel the human emotions from her vessel and stuff like that, and stuff the angels were never meant to feel. And then she was talking about how she sometimes envies them and just what feeling all that is like, and then having Lucifer's response to that, and how we saw him in this episode that he actually felt cold, he actually felt hungry. So it was interesting to see their takes on it as an angel and an archangel about human emotions. And then also we learned in that scene just what kind of into Sister Joe's head, how she was just a button pusher up in heaven before the fall, how she was just pushing a button every time a soul entered heaven to kind of count it, and then that was it. And then when Metatron cast the spell at the end of season 8 and all the angels fell from heaven, she felt free from not having her wings. She could just go from being a nobody in heaven to being a somebody on earth, being known as a faith healer who actually delivered, all because she listened and she turned that into a business for her. So it's very interesting to hear that kind of a storyline with her, and then to have her confide it in Lucifer and have him actually listen and then actually have a response from him. And then later on we see not only that she keep her word and her loyalty towards him, but to see him defend her as well when she was being talked down to. That was pretty interesting. I'm definitely intrigued by this relationship or this partnership that could form between the two of them. I was not expecting it whatsoever, but I'm glad she's still sticking around. So there's that. Although she's going to be a thorn in the side for Team Free Will. So there's that. A second favorite of mine has to be the fact that Gabriel was revealed to be alive, although he's a prisoner. But the fact that he's alive is like fantastic. So I'll leave it at that. And the third one has to be the fact that Sam and Dean had reunited with Castiel. They're working with Donatello. They're trying to get things done for the ultimate goal of getting Jack and Mary back. now firm in the resolution that it is possible. So it's just great to see the three of them back together again, since it was so brief beforehand, before Castiel got taken by Asmodeus. So it's just great to see the three of them working together again. Moving on to top 3 peeve moments. I initially didn't have a peeve at all with this episode until I thought about it, and it's a minor thing, and it's the fact that Sister Jo had sided with Lucifer when she had the opportunity to be relieved of him by the hands of Sam and Dean and Castiel. I mean, that's a little side thing. I don't like the fact that she's now an enemy to the Winchesters, but then at the same time, I have to commend her on keeping her word to Lucifer and upholding their deal together, and I think that ultimately resulted in him defending her to the other angels, as I mentioned before, and having him allow her to stand by his side, or at least on his level, if that makes sense, when they're in heaven together. So there's that. But moving on to what moment will I remember most when I look back on this episode. There's the timer. Gabriel, the reveal that Gabriel's alive is a huge one. The introduction of Sister Jo is going to be a big one as well. So I'll leave it at that. But random questions though, 2 of them. First one being, where did Asmodeus learn to shapeshift? Lucifer revealed in the previous episode that he did not give that trait to him when he created him. So there's that. And also I'm wondering, why wasn't Donatello warned about being wary of Asmodeus' shapeshifting form, especially when the last time he did this to our team of heroes, Donatello was also a part of it. So just wondering why he wasn't given a heads up about it. So there's that. Second question was, could Lucifer actually uphold his part of the deal with the angels? Could he actually create more angels like he claims he could? Could he actually restore their wings? Could we see Castiel with the use of his wings again? Or would it just be the angels who are trying to hunt them down that would have the ability to teleport or use angel air, as it were? So there is that. Sorry, that's too many alsos, but that does leave the question of, when the spell was cast to cast all the angels out of heaven, were all the angels the only ones that got their wings clipped and the archangels were unaffected? Or was Lucifer not affected because he was in the cage at the time the spell was cast? So I'm wondering if the fact that Lucifer could teleport like he can through angel air because of the fact he's an archangel and he wasn't affected by the spell, or if it's because he wasn't in heaven when it happened. So that's my question there. But moving on to predictions very quickly, based off the promo for season 13, episode 14. It's gonna sound weird when I say 13, 14. So anyways, it premieres March 1st. So that's a 2-week break, just because the Winter Olympics are starting, and no new episodes are going to be airing during that time. So that's the reason for it. And the promo shows Castiel seeing or talking to Jack again. So don't know if that's actually them face to face, or if it's through a vision or a hallucinogenic contact or something. Don't know, but we see the two of them on screen together. We also see the acknowledgement that Jack has the power to open the rift for an army to walk through. So it's just him being able to tap into that and sustain that. So we gotta see that. But we see Mary and Jack again. We didn't see them since episode 309 or 1309. I keep saying 3. Shoot. So there's that. Because it's more than 2 weeks since the episode's aired, the synopsis has not been released for the episode. So we have to wait maybe a week or two before. Probably next week they'll be posted, but we have to wait to see for that synopsis. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the episode. I gotta say, that was a huge cliffhanger to leave us hanging for. I mean, then again, what better timing than to do it when you're going on hiatus, right? But I definitely can't wait for Sam, Dean, and Castiel to not only find out, but to be reunited with Gabriel. I want to see that happen now. So I'll leave it at that. But what did you guys think of the episode? What did you guys like about it? What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know in the comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts, theories, and predictions about what you think is going to happen next. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. If you want, check out my Tumblr page. The link for that is down below. I read blog promos, web clips, quotes, gifs, synopses, news, all that good stuff, all found in one place. So check that out. I've been behind for a while, but with the 2 weeks, I think we're going to catch up. Hopefully I'll catch up, depending on what my real life throws at me. But anyways, check that out. Also, WordPress is connected to it. More organized there, but still a work in progress, so keep that in mind. Also, if you want a detailed recap of the episode, a play-by-play with the, if you will, check out my Livejournal account. The entry for the episode is going to be linked down below what's available. It's a play-by-play of the episode. As I watch it for the first time, you get my in-moments thoughts, opinions, reactions. Since I don't record my reactions like some people do on the internet, I'd rather type it out because it helps me keep things in line and in check. So if you want to check that out, thank you and enjoy. But otherwise, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry for the delay for the other video. It's kind of explained it, but I do hope you check it out. But until then, guys, 2 weeks, guys. So until then, this is Mel. Wish you all a great day, great week wherever you are. Enjoy the Olympics. Have a great day. Bye.